Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that replay, buddy?
Hi, man, I'm done talking to you.
You can't be done talking to me. You're right here facing me.
I back. Trust me, I back.
Damn it! 60 G's, baby!
But I'm not impressed by your performance.
It's normal. Come on, guys. It's normal.
You'll do nothing. You'll do nothing.
I'm the man of the hour, Joe. Too sweet to be sour. What you see is what you get, and what you don't is better yet. I'm the women's pick. I'm the men's regret. And if you win against Chael Sonnen, you made a bad bet.
I don't have much left to say other than you have seen nothing yet.
What's happening, Fight Week Show fans, Fight Week Show people? Then we are back with another prediction show. And this time I got my boys on the panel. We got McDain, we got Cross, we got Kraken, we got Sterling, and we got Yao in the house. Big up everybody that's locked in with us. Salute to every single one of you. And after this, we got the BMF trivia quiz coming up. So make sure you guys stay tuned with us. McDain, how you doing, bro? You good?
I'm good, bro. I am fucking good. I can't wait to get the show started. Can't wait to get into this trivia contest and have a little bit of fun at the end. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm all about.
That's
what. Hey, what about you, Cross? You up for a bit of fun?
Yeah, brother, I'm ready for it. I know the categories we're going to be, at least I think I know the category we're doing, so I'm not really expecting to get a lot of these right, but it's going to be fun at the end.
I feel like they're going to throw a spanner in the works, bro, and it's going to be something completely different.
Mm-hmm.
I know what these fools are like. There's going to be tricks up sleeves, especially Leroy in the chat, always giving it away with his big Cheshire cat grin over there. Mm-hmm. Something else is coming, bro. Something else is coming.
Of course.
Hey, Yao, how you doing, bro? You good?
I'm amazing. Shout out Lane in the chat. Now I'm feeling good. EFC 124 was yesterday. I was with my man Kraken. Listen, thank you for this. This was amazing. It was phenomenal. Phenomenal. I'm feeling good.
It's the best tweet in SA.
Yeah, but how about you, Sterling?
Oh, I think his mic's broke.
You're muted, Sterling.
It was you, wasn't it, McDain?
I never did nothing.
Oh.
No, we'll come back because he's having little difficulties over there. We'll come to Kraken. We'll come to Kraken real quick. Kraken, how you doing, man? You enjoyed the show yesterday, brother?
Yeah, man. I didn't drink. I made sure I did not drink, brother. I made sure I didn't drink, and I enjoyed the show. Like I will not lie, man. It was a cracker. It was kind of a lackluster card. I will not lie. It was a lackluster card. So, but like. Bharat delivered, but like and the white boys got beat up. So, yay to Africa.
Pause.
hey, listen, Lamprecht did win though. Lamprecht did he caught a win.
Yeah, he was the only dude though. He was the only dude. Like other than that, man, it was a clean sweep for Africa.
Before we carry on, I want to say big congratulations to Badat. Right, he beat my guy Ogunoki. It was a fantastic win from Badat as well, man. Soon as he got hold of him, man. That was pretty much it. That was pretty much it. So, but good card all in all, and it looks like your so-called journeyman is going to be the one to challenge Badat for that title. In the Kraken,
bro, like, come on, man. You know peace is gonna crumble under the pressure. Peace is win, lose, win, lose.
I had to get you with that one there, man. And the preview for EFC 125. That was good when they dropped it yesterday. Bro. I loved it.
I was even hugging my enemies, bro. Yeah, bro. Like, cause like I have beef with the Mod Pena because he tried to fuck me. But like, hey, man, not fuck me like figuratively, of course, but like, so yeah, he tried to steal my business, but then like I was even hugging him because I saw like they're finally making it, man. Yeah. Luke the Duck Michael is gonna get subbed. Can't wait for that.
All right, okay. Right, we do have a UFC card on our hand. We got Merab versus Sean O'Malley 2. is coming up, and we're going to be doing a watch along for that tomorrow as well. So stay tuned, people. Make sure you join us for that one. McDain, you doing the prelims or you jumping in straight from the main card?
We'll see how it's rocking and rolling tomorrow night, brother. You know what I mean? What time does it kick off? 11 o'clock?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how I'm feeling, man.
Yeah, man. All right. Okay.
Okay, it's not bad.
Let's get the previous scoreboard on the
deception,
screen.
the Steezy and Easy MMA hour. What's happening, people? Hope you're good, boys, and everybody else in the chat. If you ain't already subscribed to the Easy and Steezy MMA hour, get yourself over there, drop that sub, and check out the latest episode that they dropped. I think it was yesterday. Get on it, boys.
Make sure you're showing love to those guys. So we still got Yao on top of the table.
Top of the table, baby.
Cross is in second place at 152. I'm right there. In third place, 150. In precious about that point, 149. Normally dropped. I don't know what happened to Olin, man. He fell off. He's at 146. Osterberry keep falling at 142. And we got Jack. It's no longer Basement Jacks no more. Remove that comment.
I feel like there should be somebody at the bottom that should just be removed at this point, and therefore Jax basically still is Basement Jax. But
yeah,
that'd be down to the adjudicator to make that change to the table.
Adjudicator got to do that. Yeah, for real.
Ball guys at the top.
Leroy's cooking something up. Shout out, Lane. Leroy is cooking something up.
Yeah, man. Big up everybody that's locked in with us right now. Man, salute to every single one of yous. Yeah, let's get on with it. The very first card on the docket. Cross, you have the odds? Do you have the odds?
Yeah, I'm good. I'll just read them off.
Okay. All right, okay. We got MarQuel Mederos versus Choinski. Choinski coming with a record of 8-0, and Mederos coming with a record of 10-1. This fight is happening in the lightweight division, people. Both these guys are fighting out of the USA. What are the live odds on this one, please, Cross?
MarQuel Mederos is a -200 favorite, and Mark Choinski is a +170 underdog.
Okay. Yeah, we'll come to McDain. Let's start with McDain. McDain, how are you feeling about this one?
I am feeling about this one that I'm gonna go with Mark Mederos, to be honest with you, boys. Let me just get Tapology up because I ain't gonna lie, I've barely looked across any of this shit, and I don't want to start chatting bare bollocks about how many fucking fights this dude's had. Diddly dee.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Now, mate.
Yeah, we can now.
All right.
Yeah, so Mark Mederos, that's it. 1, 2, 3. So he's going on to his third fight in the UFC. He's obviously had a win in the Dana White Contender Series as well. He's won every single one of his fights so far. I mean, against Quinones and Austin Hubbard. Not massive names, but Hubbard's one of those ones that is kept in the kitchen, in the fucking cupboard, and he always goes for a decision. It was a split decision, but I feel like in this fight, he should be able to take it quite handedly, especially when he's coming up against a dude who hasn't been defeated, but who also hasn't got any UFC experience. You know what I mean? So gonna go with the big dog in this one.
Okay, Cross.
Yeah, man. MarQuel Mederos, man, his last fight against Austin Hubbard looked really good, looked really fast. Not a lot of experience, but I mean, definitely showed that he is the part in the UFC. On the other side, Mark Choinski, undefeated guy, 2025 hasn't been the year of undefeated fighters, taking a fight on short notice. So give me MarQuel Mederos to get it done.
Yao?
The reasons Cross said, undefeated fighters this year. That's my reason for going against him. I like MarQuel Mederos. He had a good fight against Austin Hubbard, but that O for me, it's got to go. So give me MarQuel Mederos.
Okay, we know you got agenda against the fighters this year that got the O's. What about you, Sterling?
2025.
Bro, I'm not surprised the brothers picked against the American in this one. I'm gonna go
They're
full
both
USA.
Americans.
Both Americans, bro.
Oh, are they really? Okay, my bad. I'm not gonna lie to you. A bit of racism by me. I'm gonna go with the more American in this one. That's on me. But he's 8-0, bro. He's a fucking dog, and homeboy has been sparking fools.
Bro, you're about to pick against an American, bro. Like, what's going on?
Honestly, is he full American? Like, if you had to guess which one was American there, off looks.
What?
I would go with Mederos.
I'm not surprised you would, Cross. I'm not surprised you would go with Mederos.
Your flag. He's rocking your flag. It doesn't get more American than that.
That is on me. Like I said, I looked at the skin complexion, and based off that, I assumed it was not us. That's on me.
Well, heavy racist.
I gotta take that. I gotta take that.
Did you really just say that because one of the guys was black, you were going with the opposite guy?
It's Cross a full American? Like, hold on.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Did I smoke a little too much before the show? Was I listening a tad bit when y'all showed that? Not really.
Don't blame it.
Am I taking that L?
Don't blame
it. Am I taking that L right now? I have to.
You got your shovel. Just keep digging, bro.
Yeah,
we'll let you dig.
Just keep going.
Carry on.
Hey, B, I'm more interested in what Kraken has to say, so let me toss it over to Kraken.
Kraken's got a thing against white boys, brother. You about to get You're about to get fucked up by a real African son. You ready for this?
Kraken, listen. Kraken, I only talk to girls out the motherland, so have that in your mind when you do come to me. So
Hey, man. No, don't worry. It's still early days. I'm gonna have you on the stream, brother. I'm gonna have you on the stream.
Down. I'm down.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna pick Mederos on this one. You know, like it's a striker versus wrestler matchup, and yeah, it looks interesting. But like Mederos has, like I say, he has fights in the UFC, and like obviously most of the time when people come into the UFC, it's the shock of it's the lights, you know, it's like the big time. So Mark, I believe, like y'all said, he's gonna have to give us that O to just prove that he belongs in the UFC. So I would say Mederos is the guy for me, and yeah, can't wait to see it.
Yeah, man. This one gonna be a full house, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go Mederos as well. All right, let's go on to the next one. Let's go on to the next one on the table. We got Quillan Salkilld versus Yanal Ashmouz. Yanal Ashmouz coming in with a record of 8-1. Quillan with a record of 8-1 as well. This fight is happening in the lightweight division, and we got Quillan fighting out of Australia, and we got Yanal fighting out of Israel. What are the live odds on this one, please? Cross.
Quillan Salkild's a minus 590 favorite, and Yanal Ashmouz is a plus 430 underdog.
Yeah, that's a huge underdog. We're sticking with you, Cross. How do you see this?
I personally think for the value, Ashmouz is a very enticing pick right here. The guy is very tough. Quillan Salkilld, young guy, does have a 6-inch reach advantage. Looked really good in his last fight, but to be fair, man, we can't really judge him for real because I mean he just finished the guy from India, so it's kind of tough to know exactly where he is. And Ashmouz's only loss was to Chris Duncan, and it was a decision. So I'm going my first underdog, taking Ashmouz.
Yeah, man. Y'all.
So it's an interesting one, especially because Ashmouz is such a big underdog. But look, I think just because you knocked out Anshul Jubli doesn't mean that it was nothing. I mean, he's still the best fighter in India, you know. So give him some props. But I think I'm going with Salkilld in this one. Tough fight, like Cross said, but excuse me. But I think he's just going to come out on top if I look at the fact that he's a finisher. He's finished most of his last 5 fights. So I'm going with Salkilld.
Okay. Sterling?
Bro, I'm going Quillan. I think this dude's a dog out of Australia. I know his last fight. I think he lost his last fight, right?
Is it full Australian? Is it full Australian?
Won it.
Hey, dude, I don't want to get into that. That started this fucking trivia shit. I don't want to get into that Australia, New Zealand bullshit. But you know what? He's from the fucking one of those islands, all right? But and Navajo Sterling Cross. Give a fuck about New Zealand, man. But I'm going Quillan.
Dude's on an 8-fight win streak, bro. Just to let you know.
Oh, so see, was the last fight a decision? Was it a close one? Why do I think
TKO cross in the first round.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Say fucking less. Well, it even makes it even better. I'm going Quillan. But here's the thing. Homeboy is a good underdog. I saw Zach said he's the best underdog on the card earlier. So if you want to win a little bit of cheddar, this is going to be a bit of a war, though. So this could go into either way, I think.
What are you saying? What are you saying, Agi?
Yeah, man, I think Quillan, you know, like I think the reach advantage, because I think it's a 6-inch reach advantage, and like I said, he has like his debut fight in the UFC is on the first round. So I think he also has that momentum going into it, you know, because like you know, when once you come into the UFC and take for instance Cameron Simon, you know, like once he came into the UFC and he won his first fight by KO, like it boosted his confidence, you know, for the first time. So I think Quillan has that confidence going for him, and yeah, I think he's gonna take this one. Maybe he might become I would say Serghei Pavlovich and like just keep on with the first round finishes. But like, yeah, I think that's Quillan for me.
Yeah, man. Look, I'm gonna go with the underdog here as well, man. I remember Ashmouz, you know, ringing the bell of Sam Patterson a couple years ago, bro. And bro, the way he rung that man's bell, that man was gonna do something. I think it was Goddard that was the ref of the night. And I still remember it. And
he was grappling with Goddard.
It was grappling with Goddard. Like that's how mad the power in Ashmouz's hands is, man. Like that brother got hands. And yeah, man, I think if he gets a chance and he gets it and he connects right in the right way, I think he could put this brother out, man. He's a big underdog as well. I love a live dog. And yeah, I'm going to be going with Yanal Ashmouz. What about you, McDain?
I was torn on this one, right? Because like you boys keep saying, Yanal Ashmouz is a massive underdog. He's fucking striking's elite. You know what I mean? It's up there. He's got the power in his hands. Like I said, he even broke his arm against Chris Duncan in that fight. Well, Chris Duncan kicked him, broke his arm, and he was fighting the dude for the rest of the rounds with one arm. You know what I mean? And he went all the way to the end to a decision with one arm. You know what I mean? So he is a massive underdog and one to watch out for. But Quillan Salkilld, however you say his name, this brother looked mean in his last bout. You know what I mean? You know, like you say, he's got that 6-inch range. He's got power in his hands too. His volume's there. His pace is there. He's always pushing for the fight. He's always game. He's young and hungry at 25. I think I'm going to have to back the favorite in this one.
Okay. All right, boys. Let's get on to the next one on the docket. We got Ju Sang-yu versus Jeka Saragih. Jeka Saragih coming in with a record of 14-4, and Sang-yu coming in with a record of 8-0. Sang-yu fighting out of Korea, and we got Jeka fighting out of India. What are the live odds on this one, please, Cross?
Ju Sang-yu is a -500 favorite, and Jeka Saragih is a +380 underdog.
Okay, yeah, we come to you, brother. What are you telling us?
So this is a very interesting one. I mean, we're looking at the number 2 featherweight coming out of South Korea, who is an 8-0, up against someone who's been in the road to UFC and who has fought at least 3 fights in the UFC itself. Yes, he lost to Anshul Jubilee. Like I said, he's the best fighter in India. I mean, come on, give him some props. But I think his experience in road to UFC versus the regional experience, solely regional and only one promotion, 2 promotions, of Ju Sang-yu will just not be enough. And once again, his O is going to go. So I'm going to go with the dog in Jeka Saragih.
Damn.
Okay. What about you, Sterling?
I'm going Su Young, bro. I think there's a reason why he's a -500 favorite. Dude's a fucking dog. But Yao is not a fan of the undefeated fighter. So I had a feeling he wasn't going with that man just based off the record. But I think this is going to be another fun scrap. I'm not going to lie. This card's not bad overall, boys. Like, these aren't crazy big names we're talking about. But these 3 fights right now we've already discussed are going to be, like, potential fight of the nights.
Yeah, man. Before we get onto Kraken, congratulations to Head Kick Pod.
Hey.
With 1K followers, man.
Let's go. Shout out, yeah, boy. I see, yeah.
And everybody that works in the back that gets your channel popping, that gets your channel to do what it does. Salute to you. And yeah, here's to your next milestone, brother. Congratulations, my guy. Yeah. And yeah, we'll drink to that later on. I know you smoke it too. We'll drink to that later on. Okay, Kraken. We'll come to you. We'll come to you with this fight between.
I would say Jong Sang-yao, man. He's currently undefeated, obviously, and we know how momentum goes in the UFC, man. Like, I think he is one of the prospects to look out for. You know, one of the prospects because if you see his method of finishing, like, he's like a versatile striker. You know, he has knockout power. He has gone to decision. So it's not like he's not tested when it comes to big ass fights. So this is currently his debut in the UFC, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him perform in the bright lights.
Okay. Yeah, it's tough to pick against Sang Yu, man. But I'm looking at Jeka here. I'm looking at Jeka here, man. He's got experience. He's got experience going through, and sometimes experience is debutant counts for something, right? How good Sang Yu is, we don't really know, especially in this environment, man. Look, I'm gonna go with Jeka. I'm gonna go with Jeka here, and hopefully it pulls it out of the fire. What about you, McDain?
Going back and forth for these two, looking at it, you know what I mean? Like I said, the man's coming undefeated. We've never really seen him fight. I've never fucking seen him fight anyway. But he's 8-0 for a reason, boys, and he's clearly got some power in his hands when you look back across his record. When you're looking at Jeka, Saragih, however you say his fucking name, he seems to have a little bit of a weakness in the grappling. He's lost to 3 submissions. I don't know what Sang Yu's fight grappling's going to be like, but I'm going to put it in the bag that he's going to recognize that weakness and he's going to go down that path. So I'm going to stick with the favorite in this one.
Okay, Cross.
For me, you know, seeing Jeka losing the Anshi Jubilee and not just losing, like he got finished. So just for that alone, I'm going with Sang Yu.
Yeah, I know that's something that definitely will count against him, really. You know what I mean? But you don't lose, you learn. That's what at least that's what I hear from this MMA guys. Maybe he's learned something. We're gonna see. Okay, all right, let's get on to the next one on the docket. We got Ariane Lipski versus Wang. Wang coming with a record of 7-1, and Lipski with a record of 17-10. Wang fighting out of China. We got Lipski fighting out of Brazil, and this fight is happening in the flyweight division. What are the live odds on this one, please, Cross?
Ariane de Silva is a plus 410 underdog, and Cong Wang is a minus 560 favorite.
Okay, Sterling, you love women fighting, don't you? Let's come to you, brother.
Here's the thing. Recently, women's MMA, especially last week, has slowly bringing your boy back. Slowly.
Yeah.
I'm not saying all the way. Power slap still superior. Power slap still superior, but it slowly gets me over there, dog. And I think this fight's gonna be one of them. Because is this the Joker? Cong Wang? Yeah. Bro, she's fucking nasty. She sparks bitches. And Lipski not only sparks bitches, but she looks good sparking bitches. So like this is a win-win. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. If this stays on the feet like I think it's going to, this is another fight that gets your boy over there and takes power slap a little bit more even with women's MMA to me. But bro, I gotta go the Joker. I gotta go Cong Wang on this one, dog.
Okay. What are you saying, Kraken?
I would say solely because the Silva lost like didn't make weight. The Silva didn't make weight. So I would say I'm going for you see, I must say
6 pounds.
Yeah, you see, so
try.
That's great.
Yeah. You see, that's the problem, man. Like, you know, we know like that, like because she didn't get to drain herself to the point where she needed to, like the power difference is going to be huge, you know, because obviously she had ample time to rehydrate, you know, because she didn't even get 6 pounds is a lot. 6 pounds is a lot. So
you think the fight's still going to happen, Kraken? Is the fight still going to happen, you think?
I would say so, you know, because like they don't, they cannot afford to lose another fight, you know, because like I think they've canceled like 3 fights, you know. Yeah. I think they've canceled 3 fights or 6 fights, 4 fights for this card, and they need something to pull Shane O'Malley from the gutter in which he is in, because you know, like everybody needs Shane O'Malley cards to be stacked. You know, they need to be stacked. So I personally think they're going to keep this fight with him. Obviously, she might lose half her purse, but like, hey, it is what it is, man.
30% lazy said.
I mean, from what we're seeing here now, This fight is now happening at catchweight rather than rather than flyweight. So yeah, I mean, Lipski coming in as an underdog, I still think is a good underdog, especially like Kraken just said, she didn't really strain herself to really cut that weight to the point where, maybe I think like 6 pounds, that's a whole lot of advantage, man. And I'm looking at Kong Wang's record here. She's got a lot. She got a lot by submission. And if anybody can cinch in the submission, I think Lipski is that girl. And you look at Lipski's losses as well. They're not bad losses to have. We got Karine Silva here. Everybody knows how good Karine Silva is. We're looking at her as maybe number one contender for the title right now, the way she's been moving. All right, and Jasmine as well. So those two are not bad losses for somebody like Ariane and Lipski. And I think she loses this one, she's going on a 3-fight skid. I think this is the one where she pulls it back and get herself back in the win column. So I'm going to be going with Lipski on this one. That'll be my third underdog of the night. McDain, what about you?
Yeah, not to shit on what you just said, but she ain't subbed anybody since 2017. This fight's staying on the feet. You know what I mean? It's going to be fucking kickboxing.
Casey O'Neill.
Really?
Yeah, she finished her with an armbar, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Sorry, 2023. Retracted. I apologize. But Wang, yeah, she's got a little bit of power in her hand, but she's like a one-trick pony that just keeps preying on that. I mean, there's not really much to her game when she's in there, to be honest with you. Lipski's been in there against fucking everybody, the who's who of the divisions, and she's only lost against Jasmine. Where's Owen when you need him? And who's the other one that's fucking lost?
Karine Silva.
Karine Silva. You know what I mean? Two top fucking dogs of the division. So I've got to go with Lipski on this one, especially coming in overweight, and she clearly didn't even try to make weight. It's not like you're saying. It's not like she drained herself down to the fucking bone and she's still walking in there where she was absolutely depleted and couldn't do it. Seems like she's just stopped trying at some point, and she's coming in much heavier than what Wang's going to be coming in at. And the girl, like S-Dog says, looks good when she knocks people out. So I'm going with Lipski all day.
Okay, Cross.
Yeah, so I think Olin in the chat said she didn't even look drained, like she lost weight. But in women's MMA, man, you never know. It could literally be that time of the month and they just hold more water. Like it's biology. It is what it is. I'm not saying that's what it is, but it could potentially be that. Like I hear about you guys thinking Lipski's looking to grapple, but I mean, she only averages 0.5 takedowns per 15, and that's at a 56% clip. So I definitely think this is going to be both of them just staying right in front of each other. It's going to be a kickboxing fight. Wang Kong got that big right hand, really fast kicks as well. But I will say this, Ariane De Silva's fighting to stay in the UFC. I mean, she's 5-5 in her last 10 fights, but I'm going with the Joker. I think she gets it done on the feet.
Okay.
I'm with them.
All right. Let's go on to the next fight on the docket. And here we go. You didn't go. Sorry. My bad. You know what? Actually, you missed me the last time on your show. Yeah, man. This is karma, man. This is karma. All right. Yeah, go
Kong Wang. That's all.
Yeah.
It's fine. Kong Wang. I like Kong Wang. Odds everything. Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about, yeah. I see you.
All right, let's go on to the next one here. We got Khaos Williams versus Andreas Gustafsson. Gustafsson coming in with a record of 11-2, and we got Khaos Williams with a record of 15-4. Gustafsson fighting out of Sweden. We got Williams fighting out of the USA. This fight is happening in the welterweight division. What are the live odds on this one, please, Cross?
Khaos Williams a -190 favorite, and Andreas Gustafsson is a +160 underdog.
Hey,
okay.
Was he fighting Trevin Giles last weekend? Gustafsson?
Yeah, they both ended up losing their fights, and they put them together.
Oh, yeah. That's fucking amazing.
Yeah. That's wild. Yeah, Kraken, you're up.
Yeah, man. I would say the age difference speaks a lot. Speaks a lot. But like personally, I think these guys, since both lost one via submission. Like I would say, it was 2019. So I personally think Khaos Williams takes this one solely because of his age, solely because of his age. But like, yeah,
man, big up Papa Kraken.
Yes, sir.
A little Papa Kraken back
Let's
there.
go.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be going with Khaos Williams as well. I just think Khaos got bare. He got so much power, man, and one of them just has to connect in the right way, right? The thing with Gustafsson, though, looking at his record, he's just coming off a contender series, coming off the back of a KO, winning off back of KO as well, knees to the head. He's got that there, but if he tries to get in the pocket with somebody like a fucking Khaos Williams, I'm sorry, man, it's going to be bad news. And this is what I'm saying about some of these debutants versus experienced fighters. I don't like it so much. I don't mind bringing debutants against fighters that maybe had 2 or 3 fights in the UFC, right? But when we're talking about somebody that's had multiple fights, like shitload of fights in the UFC, and you're coming against a debutant, someone as dangerous as a Khaos Williams, I don't know, man. I'm gonna stick with Khaos Williams on this one, man. I think he gets this one's done. I actually think he finishes this maybe in second round or something, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna go with Khaos Williams on this one. What about you, McDain?
I'm right there with you, bro. Like, yeah, I mean, even though Gustafsson is like looks strong in the form of finishes and his knockouts and everything, you just need to go back across Khaos Williams' career. And look at who he's lost to: like Gabriel Bonfim, Randy Brown, Michelle Pereira in recent bouts. Before that, he's been absolutely starching dudes like Abdul Razak Al Hassan, knocked him out within a straight right with 30 fucking seconds of round 1. You know what I mean? Fucking Alex Morono knocked his ass out. Fucking bro, like, I know you can laugh. I know what you're going to say. You know what I mean? But you also took Matthew Semmelsberger, Semi the fucking Jedi, who's an absolute decision merchant, but at the same time is a tough motherfucker to get out of there. But you go 3 rounds with Semmelsberger, you fucking knock out Carlson Harris. You know what I mean? You've been in there of a split decision against Bedoya. Bro's got the fight IQ. Bro's got the power in his hands too, with 7 wins by KO, TKO himself. He's also got submissions in there. Like, I think it's just going to be too much experience for Gustafsson to come in against.
Okay. Cross?
Man, I think this fight's going to be an absolute war. Gustafsson doesn't really move a lot, so he's going to be right in front of Khaos Williams. And that's perfect for Khaos Williams because he's not going to be doing a whole lot of moving either. Both guys are pretty flat-footed in there. Gustafsson, this is going to be his first fight in the UFC off the Contender Series. Even though he is 3 years older, Khaos Williams also has a 3-inch reach advantage. So give me Khaos Williams to get it done right here.
Yao?
I think I'm going to take my second dog for tonight, Gustafsson, primarily because I saw them at the weigh-ins this morning, the weigh-ins, and there was something that just looked a bit more intense and ready in Gustafsson. So I take everything you guys said, and Khaos Williams, like you said, I mean, the last fight he lost was to Gabriel Bonfim. We know who that is. Like, that's a high-level fighter, and Randy Brown, rude boy. But I'm gonna go with Gustafsson coming off the Nordic welterweight circuit for the win.
Okay, Sterling.
I'm gonna go Khaos Williams, dog. Y'all already broke it down to the fucking bone. There's nothing else I can say on this, boys. But I'm going Khaos Williams, and I think the stare down and the right before they fight is gonna be amazing. I think that's gonna be a nice lead up to this. The ceremonial weigh-ins, right when we get off this, I'm gonna watch it. It's probably gonna be another intense one too. And like Cross said, this is gonna be a fucking war, boys. But I'm gonna go Khaos Williams.
Yeah, man, I like it. Okay, let's go on to the next one. And as we're moving along, people, make sure you're showing love to everyone on the panel. Make sure you're showing love to their platforms. And we got a quiz coming up. Start writing your forfeits, like all the meanest forfeits that you guys got. Put them down in the chat, and we will select Yao, Kraken, and Sterling. You have the duty of looking in the chat and selecting the baddest forfeit that they got on there, especially you, Sterling. Yeah, the baddest fucking that's going on in the chat. The chat, start putting them in. Roll them on.
The 4-piece Dodger.
All right. Let's go on to the next fight on the docket. We got Saragih Spivac versus Waldo Acosta. Waldo Acosta coming in with a record of 13-1, and we got Spivac coming in with a record of 17-5. This fight is happening in the heavyweight division, people. And we've got Serghei fighting our Moldova, and we've got Waldo fighting our Dominican Republic. What are the live odds on this one, please, Cross?
Serghei Spivac's a -140 favorite, and Waldo Cortes-Acosta is a +120 underdog.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going first on this one. I've got to go with Spivac on here, man. I can't pick against Spivac. Number one, if I do, Leroy will kill me. But Spivac is look good. It's look good on some of his coming out fights. Obviously, he's coming off a loss, but he's had a long career in the UFC. And Costa is this brother. I swear to God, I don't know how he does it. I pick against him, and it just and he finds a way to do it. What's the brother's name that's gone to the thing where this promotion that
Robelas de Spain?
That's the one, the Spain. That was the fight that really that was where I thought, you know what, I've had it now. This is over with, right? I don't know how he did it, but he did it, right? So but I think Spivac gets it done. It's coming off a loss, but still, I'm gonna go with Spivac on here. What about you, McDain?
This one's going to be an absolute banger, to be honest with you, boys. You know what I mean? Everyone's going to be backing Serghei Spivac to get it done early doors, but Salsa Boy is going to have something up his sleeve. You know what I mean? I'm going with Waldo Cortes-Acosta for the dirty little KO.
Okay. Cross?
I totally respect that pick. This is actually a really tough fight for me, man. I've been back and forth on it because I think either guy has a clear path to victory. Cortes-Acosta, if he keeps it on the feet, I think he pieces up Spivac. And if Spivac gets it on the ground, I think he's going to finish it with a sub pretty quickly. So it's one of those, it's a coin flip for me, but at the end of the day, I'm going with the polar bear, Serghei Spivac.
Okay. Yao?
I think I like Spivac for this fight. He's had, I think McDain said, a long career in the UFC, and he's been very, very active over the past 2 years. And there's only 2 fights that he's lost in the past 2 years is to Silkilld and to Jelton Almeida. And I mean, those are high-level fights. So I back him to get it done by decision. He's just going to wear Costa down. Costa's a power striker. He's just going to neutralize that right hand, because Costa's a former baseball player. He's going to neutralize the right hand, and then he's going to win the fight by decision.
Okay, Sterling.
I'm fucking nervous to pick on this one because, like y'all said, I really don't know. This is such a toss-up fight. Cross said it too. If it's on the feet, it's probably Waldo. If he gets taken down, it's probably going to be Serghei.
Serghei?
New mythical fighter.
Yes, sir.
What is it? Serghei?
Serghei.
Serghei Pavlovich.
Serghei
Spivac.
Spivac?
That's close enough.
Yeah,
all right, so I'm going with Serghei. God damn it. Serghei Spivac. I'm going with Serghei Spivac.
Help this brother out.
Acronyms. I need the acronyms.
It's not acronyms, bro.
I know. Do you know what an acronym is?
It's not acronyms, bro.
Dumbass.
Look,
bro, that is why Sterling needs to be on the quiz every time, dog.
Nah. I done lost too many shekels on the quiz and too much shit.
No, for no money. You get free entry.
Yeah.
Free
entry, bro, every time, dog.
I want three quizzes off. I need a fucking break.
Okay.
I mean, I embarrassed myself in that last one, dude. Costa Rica, Persian.
So how about we do 3-person quizzes and Sterling's on every single one of them, but with 2 other people.
Fuck?
No money for you, Sterling. No money for you. We need you.
No money. I'm down. If I got no entry or no forfeits, I'm down.
Bro, Sterling has to be on the quiz every time.
I'll do it. No fucking eyebrow shaving. No fucking face shaving.
I'm cool with
We
it.
can
Just
do
because
it
it's
like
so
Who Wants to Be a
entertaining.
Millionaire, and you can have an Ask a Friend option, and we can always go to Sterling.
Not a bad idea either. Though. That's not a bad idea either.
Survey
Anyway.
spit back.
Right. let's move on to Kraken. Kraken, you've been waiting patiently. What say you on this Spivac versus Acosta fight?
Personally, I think Spivac has had his time to shine. You know, he's had his time to shine. He bottled a couple fights. You know, I'm still bitter because of the way he beat Marcus Tybura. The Tybura. So I personally think the Costa's gonna do this because he's kind of slipping under the radar, man. He's won decisions before, so that means he can go the distance. And also he defeated Ryan Spann. I know Ryan Spann is a nobody, and nobody knows what he's done. But just continue losing fights. So I personally think the Costa, because he's slipping under the radar, and the last time he lost was 2023, and he already has that momentum going into it. You know, it's like a 4-fight win streak, and I think Serghei Pavlovich is Serghei Spivac. He's had his time to shine, and he fumbled it. You know, so I think this is we need new contenders. So I think this is like a good statement maker. You know, he's a good statement maker, and he might knock out Serghei.
Yeah, man. All right. Let's get on to the next one. It's right here. We got Azamat Murzakanov versus Brendson Ribeiro. Ribeiro is fighting. Ribeiro is fighting out of Brazil, coming in with a record of 17-7, and we got Azamat fighting out of Russia with a record of 14-0. This fight is happening in the light heavyweight division. What are the live odds on this one, please, Cross?
Azamat Murzakanov is a -630 favorite, and Brendson Ribeiro is a +460 underdog.
Okay. We'll come to McDain. What do you say, McDain?
I'm just looking over Azamat Murzakanov, brother. You know what I mean? You kind of always got to back a fucking Russian. He's got wins over Nchukwi, Devin Clark, Dustin Jacoby, Alonzo Medenfield, and dude's been starching guys as well, man. But
look at the cancelled fights.
I know there's a lot of cancelled fights in there as well. That's the other thing. Yeah, I mean, then
crazy.
you've got Brendson Ribeiro coming in 17-7-0. Had 3 fights in 2024. Lost 2 of them against Ming Yang Zhang and Magomed fucking Gadzhiyazulov. And then I got it, bro. Shut up. And then Kyle Machado and Nergoze is the 2 dudes he beat at the end of the end of 2024, and he also beat him in March of 2025 via Kimura. I'm leaning Azamat, but I feel like Brendson Ribeiro might sneak this one. But based on opponents of who he's beat, a lot of cancelled fights in 2023. As well as 2021, which was this dude 1-2, miss a few, 99, 100. 24, 25. Dude hasn't had a fight in quite a while. Go for the activity. Fuck it. Chuck me a bone on Brendson Ribeiro.
Okay, he's going for Ribeiro. Okay. What about you, Cross?
Yeah, I mean, we got another undefeated guy on the card. 2025 just hasn't been the year for undefeated guys. Also on top of it, Murzakonov's 36 years old. The end of the career is in sight. And then on top of it, guys, man, Ribeiro has a 9-inch reach advantage. For me, I think Murzakonov's going to be dangerous with the kicks in this fight, but Ribeiro's going to be able to touch him with his hands. And I'm going to take another underdog as well and go with Brendson Ribeiro.
Yo.
All that sounds good to me. And for me, very specifically, the age part, 28, 36. Yes, he's 14-0, but you can see Brendson Ribeiro clearly has more experience. 17 fights, 17 wins, 7 losses. So he's been there. And I think he's just going to be that fighter to teach Murzakanov the lesson and take his O. So you can give me Brendson Ribeiro. I'm taking some big dogs tonight as another dog on my picks. Top of the table. Let's go. Follow me.
What a dickhead. You have to put that last bit.
Bro, the baldy's at the top of the table, bro. The baldy's at the top, man.
Hey, I got nothing against baldies, man. I got nothing against baldies. Hey, Sterling, what you saying, bro? What you got?
Dog, I'm going Azamat. Dude, like
what's his last name?
What's his last name? Yeah, you're not saying that shit? What? Yeah, I mean, put some respect on his name, brother.
Pull it back up.
Murzakanov.
Who? Azamat? Azamat Murzakanov. Yeah, Azamat Murzakanov, boys. Don't get me wrong. Brenson's
what's his last name?
No. Brenson's a dog. Brenson's a dog. Don't get me wrong. It's gonna be an absolute fucking sclap. I see why y'all are going with some of the dogs here, but correct me if I'm wrong. This dude's not like a normal Russian. He's not grappling fools. I'm pretty sure I remember this guy absolutely knocking motherfuckers out.
Mm-hmm.
So this is gonna be another fun, bro. This card is stacked. We're not even at the main card yet, boys, and I'm fucking full hard right now. Like we got absolute bangers that are happening here. But I'm gonna go ahead and hey, to the fullest. But
not
to some diesel bitches. But I'm gonna go with Azamat here.
Okay, Kraken.
Yeah, I would say I'm with Sterling here, man. Just by the caliber of the guys that do not want to fight him, the caliber of the people that do not want to fight him, and his opponent, which is Brendson, the dude is the guy people want to fight. The guys that wanted to fight Azamat what like Khalil Roundtree, who he lost to, it's everybody was just trying to face everybody was just trying to face this dude, and he didn't the matches couldn't work out. So I personally think Azamat is gonna win this fight, and yeah, that's it. That's basically it.
Yeah, man. Look, you guys are broken it down. I'm gonna go with Azamat as well. Look, Ribeiro definitely got the juice to win this, but I just think Azamat, the way he just packs people out, man. There's something about that brother, man, and I don't think tomorrow is gonna be any different. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Azamat. I've picked 3 dogs already. How many dogs are you lot on?
I was about to say, do y'all get more points for dogs? Because y'all got some fucking dogs y'all have picked tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if your dog of the week comes in, yeah, you get more points,
bro. Because y'all picked 3 dogs already. Like I think each of you, damn near 2, if not.
Yeah, I got 2.
I definitely got 3. All right, okay. We move on to the next one on the card. We got Bruno Silva versus Joshua Van. That's Sterling's boy right there, Joshua Van. This fight is happening in the flyweight division. Joshua Van coming in with a record of 13-2, and we got Bruno Silva coming in with a record of 14-6, 2-0 contest. And we Bruno Silva fighting out of Brazil. And where is
Myanmar?
Myanmar. Yeah. All right. Van fighting out of Myanmar. Yeah, your geography is shit, bro. I know
that. Sterling thought Joshua Van was a Texan.
I did. That's what I saw that flag. I saw that flag, and I was like, I hope they don't come to me about what that is.
Yeah, this fight is happening in the flyweight. But what are the live odds on this one, please, Cross?
Bruno Silva's a plus 470 underdog, and Joshua Van's a minus 670 favorite.
Okay.
Cross.
Yeah, it's Cross. You knew I was thinking who went last. Yeah, Cross. We'll come to you.
Man, I'm not even gonna waste y'all time. I'm riding with Joshua Van. The sprawling brawl style, I absolutely love it. This dude's an action fighter, walks forward. Whether he wins or loses, man, Joshua Van is here to bang. So I'm riding with him. Let's go.
Yeah,
let's go, bro.
What about you, Yao?
I think you guys are forgetting the work that Bruno Silva put in against Manel Kape. As much as he lost that fight, he put in some real work. And I mean, he's beaten Cody Durden in what was an absolute war. I remember that fight. Now, I know Joshua Van's a massive favorite.
Don't do it, Crook.
But
don't do it, Yao.
He beat Cody Durden too, by the way.
You fucking do it, Yao. He fucked up Cody Durnage too, bad.
Mm-hmm.
No, go with Silva.
Yeah.
We need to make up some points.
Don't you fucking do it, yo.
Go with Silva.
But
nobody's blaming you, Yao. Don't listen to these fools.
As I always say, there's nothing better than a Brazilian fighter, a Brazilian dog. So I'm going with Bruno Silva for the dog in this fight against Joshua Van. I think Joshua is a great fighter, and he's already learned his lesson. Fortunately, he doesn't have an O behind his name, and he's been in the UFC for a while, especially for such a young fighter. But it gets to that point when that slightly more experienced fighter just teaches you that extra lesson to take you to the top. So for me, Bruno Silva.
Kraken. I'm not even gonna come to Sterling, man. We Sterling done already, bro. You know what I mean? This is your boy. Not gonna put you in that situation there. Kraken, let's come to you, brother. How you feeling about this fight?
Yeah, man. I personally think Joshua Van for this one. You know, like solely because of the age difference. You know, 23. What was it? Is it 36, 35? I mean, and yes, he's fought against Manel Cap, who's currently one of the top prospects in the division. But also, like, let's say, man, Joshua Van is an up and comer, and he is hungry. You know, he is hungry, and I personally think Joshua Van is going to be able to do this, and take him out like maybe in the second round, I would say.
Okay,
I like that. I like that, Kraken.
For me, it's got to be Joshua Van as well. I think the way Joshua Van has been, you know, performing since that last loss, his fights just looks convincing. It just looks convincing every single time he's in there, and you know, we know what energy did. You know what I mean? Got him with that right uppercut, but that can happen. That can happen. It's how you learn from it and apply it to your next fight. And we've been seeing, you know, how Joshua Van is, you know, he's been moving since then. So yeah, for me, it's got to be Joshua Van. McDain, how you think? What are you thinking about this one?
Joshua Van, like you boys keep saying, is a young and hungry prospect. He has looked great in every single bout that he's been in, but he is a bit of a decision merchant, and he's coming up against some dude that likes to finish motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Every single one of his fights, except that Manel Cap, has pretty much been a finish. Whether it's been by submission or whether it's been by a KO. You know what I mean? This dude is absolutely ending guys' lives in this fucking middle of the 2020s. At the start of it, he did have a couple of decision losses, and that does kind of stray me towards Joshua Van too, if it's going the distance. Don't get me wrong, boys, this could be a fucking war. Like, you got a dude that absolutely nails people, and you've got Joshua Van that'll stand in the pocket and swing and bang with any man that's in front of him. You know what I mean? So it's going to be a wicked fight to watch. It's a tough one to pick. I can see why why Yao is leaning on the underdog on this one. And I might just be there with him. Like we say, always experience overtakes the younger prospect. And as good as Joshua Van's been looking, I might be backing Bruno Silva in this one, boys.
So, wait. So who's your final pick, though?
I just said I'm backing Bruno Silva.
You're backing Silva for real? You said Mike, though. Like what do you mean?
No, he said he's backing Silva.
Picks on the show ain't final, boys.
The experience.
Okay. I like that.
Keep it real. You know what I mean?
I like that.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's get on to the next fight on the docket. We got Vicente Luque versus Basketball, the Trailblazer, Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland coming in with a record of 27-13, and we got Luque fighting with a record of 23 and 10-1 no contest. Luque is fighting out of Brazil, and we got Kevin Holland fighting out of the USA. This fight is happening in the welterweight division. What are the live odds on this one, please, Cross?
Vicente Luque is a plus 220 underdog, and Kevin Holland's a minus 270 favorite.
Okay, Yao, we'll come to you. How you feeling?
That one was so tricky. I made up my mind before I looked at anything, but I honestly have no idea which way this fight is going to go. I'm going with Kevin Holland, Trailblazer, partly because he's the favorite, and I don't know. There's something that's just not been working for Vicente Luque recently. You know, he was initially on a tear. He was looking at becoming a contender, and then he just kind of fell off. And I know there was some scandal about him taking money, and it's just got all kind of weird in his career. So I'm not too sure. I mean, he did beat Jeff Neal and Bilal Muhammad, you know, and Joaquin Buckley, but I don't know. I'm leaning Kevin Holland. I think he's going to pull one of those rabbits out of the bag, like he does in the least expected way. So give me the Trailblazer. Trailblazer.
Okay. Starting.
Bro, I'm going Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland on day in this one. I think Yao said a good point right there too, though. Luque has not looked the same. Luque's been on a bit ever since the Jeff Neal loss. It's been kind of you never know what you're gonna get with Vicente now. But who's that? He sparked somebody recently. Who did he absolutely?
It was a Das against Themba Garimbo. Dropped him and then jumped on his neck.
Yeah. So like he'll spark a dude like Garimbo, but then he'll go up and fight a guy like Jeff Neal, or like Joaquin Buckley, and then he's just not fast enough for these dudes. But he's still a motherfucker. Like I'm nervous for Kevin Holland in this because, like you said, Yao, he can fuck around and win these kind of fights, but these are the fights too where he just gets randomly sparked in, or if Vicente comes out there and wrestles him. That I can see that. I think Vicente's gonna go out there, like Trigger just said right there. I think he's gonna either make it like a sub situation where he gets Kevin Holland down, maybe shooting in too quick. But if Kevin fights like he did against his last fight, who was his last fight? Fucking
Gunnar Nelson.
Gunnar Nelson.
UFC London.
Dude, he looked fucking good. I know Gunnar doesn't fight every 3 years, but bro, Kevin Holland looked fast as shit out there. And it was on the ground, he did not do too bad. So if he can fight like that, bro, I think he should get this done.
Okay. Kraken?
I don't know what any of you are saying, but man, have you seen Kevin Holland's mindset right now?
Bro was about to prophesy something there.
No. And have you seen Kevin Holland? Have you seen Kevin Holland's mindset right now? He's just.
I feel you on that. It is. Man. Yes, it is childish.
Yeah, you see, since the Jackson podcast, his mind has not been too focused on it because everybody's calling him out of being a dude who fights for money. You know, I think he's trying to fight like a Sean Strickland. You know, he's just trying to get paid like a flat out fee, whether he wins or loses. You see. So trust me when I say this. Yes, he has like a submission defense. You know, he has a good submission defense. But I personally think Vicente Luque is going to take this one because I think the choke that Vicente Luque gave Themba Garimbo, who was the touted prospect, the coming of the next messiah for African fighters, he showed us that like he could choke somebody out that fast, that efficient, you know, and he didn't take much damage, you know. Joaquin Buckley is, for God's sakes, fighting Kamaru Usman, right? He's fighting Kamaru Usman. That shows
Kamaru Usman. He's a bum.
Man, come on. Joaquin Buckley is probably
that sound card, bro.
Gonna be one. Joaquin Buckley is gonna be one of the top fives for the next, I would say, 2 to 3 years from now. You know, he's gonna be participating in the top 5. And Vicente Luque, yes, he lost against him. You know, he lost against him, but it just shows the level he's at. You know, he's running with the young guns. He's running with the young guns, and I personally think Kevin Holland, he doesn't have it anymore. He doesn't have it anymore. He's just fight. I would think he's fighting like a Sean Strickland or Derek Lewis. You know, he's just trying to like give us shows. He's not trying to chase a title.
Damn, Kraken, why you coming at all my guys right now, man? Derek Lewis, fucking Sean. Damn, dog.
Come on.
Dog. Hey, at the end of the day, though, they are getting a fat check, though. They are getting a fat check to go fight another human.
Yeah, that's the problem. I think that's the problem, you know. The problem is because of the flat rate, it disputes that thing of like giving them that hunger, you know, to win for a title. Because like Kevin
Holland is on track to have about fucking 6 fights this year. You know what I mean, last year he had 4 fights in 2024. This is his 3rd fight in 2025. We're only 6 months into the year.
Probably makes 6 figures a fight too. So that dude's, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I was at Derek Lewis's house, and that man's living like a CEO of fucking Microsoft. So like, it is like these boys is living good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, that doesn't make him less of a journeyman coming out your backyard. That's what Kraken's saying. I'm just saying what Kraken's trying to tell you.
I get it.
Yeah,
what he's
we know
saying,
they live in
hey, it
this.
hurt. It's true, but it's like, damn, he's kind of on.
Yeah, man.
You see, so I would look. The styles have to align for him to maybe fight for the tight. Yeah,
I'm going to be going for Luque as well. I'm going to be picking Luque, Vicente Luque. Look, yes, since that loss that I had against who was it again? Was it Jeff? It just didn't look right. But there's something about Luque when he's switched on, when he's like really on it. He's dangerous, bro. He is dangerous, man, and he can lock in that sub like from any angle, man. Like he's one of the best sub guys in the division, and I think if Kevin Holland fucks around and leaves a limb just hanging about, Vicente Luque is gonna jump on it and cinch that shit. He's gonna cinch that shit in, man. So yeah, I'm gonna be going with Vicente Luque on this one, bro. I can't see past that one. Yeah, Vicente Luque for me. What about you, McDain?
It's a tough one, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's two dudes that have been in the game for so long, and it's like, which way is it going to go? If Kevin Holland turns up, like we've seen him against Gunnar Nelson, then he can have a bit of speed on him as long as it doesn't go down to the ground with Vicente Luque. I think he should be able to get it done. But there is also that submission threat. Sometimes Kevin Holland just gives up, and when it goes down, he can just get submitted, or he gives up just taking the ground and pound and just sits there and just gets beaten on, you know what I mean? But I feel like when you look at Kevin Holland's record, you know what I mean? It's Reina de Ridder, it's Roman Delidzes, it's Michael Venom Page, it's Jack Dowell Madalena, it's Stephen Thompson, it's Hamzat Shemaev. Like, it's all dudes that he probably shouldn't have been winning against. But then you've got like the Alexa Jacioks and Roman Delidzes, and Gunnar Nelsons. And I feel like at this point, and Michael Chiesa, Ponzinibbio, I feel like at this point in his career, Luque is on the same level as those wins that he's had. So, on that, I'm going to go with Kevin Holland.
Let's go.
Okay. Cross.
Plus him and his boys shared his wings at UFC London. If you share a wing with a bro, you got to back him, yeah, I mean.
Fair enough. What about you, Cross?
Yeah, for me here, man, Kevin Holland at 170 is a much more competitive fighter, in my opinion. At 85, he kind of gets overwhelmed with the size of guys, gets held down. Vicente Luque isn't a wrestler. Yeah, he's a legit submission threat, but I mean, Holland's a legit submission threat as well. They both have the same amount of submission wins. Holland has a 5-inch reach advantage. I feel like my Kevin Holland picks are like all over the place. When I go with him, he loses. When I pick against him, he wins. So I'm just gonna be honest, man. It's literally a coin flip for me, but I'm going with Kevin Holland.
Let's go.
Okay.
I did not expect that.
Okay, fair enough. All right, let's go on to the next one on the docket. We got Mario Bautista versus Apache Mix. Apache Mix coming in with a record of 20-1, and Mario Bautista coming in with a record of 15-2. These two are fighting out of the USA, and this fight is happening in the bantamweight division. What are the live odds on this one, please, Cross?
Mario Bautista is a plus 150 underdog, and Patchy makes a minus 190 favorite.
Okay. Sterling, you're up.
Bro, I think this is going to be a full house, boys. I'm starting it off with Patchy Nicks here. I think this is the perfect fight, dog, for him to come over to Bellator, to the UFC, and give him a favorable matchup here. And let's be real, ever since Bautista Aldo, Bautista has gained no fucking love. I mean, y'all saw it at that 8 minutes press conference we had yesterday. I think everyone's hoping Patchy Nicks comes in here and does something dirty to Mario. But Mario could be the dude to fuck around and do the same shit he did to Aldo. But I just don't see it happening here. I think Patchy Nicks is going to come in here with some fucking meanness, son. Give me Patchy Nicks all day, dog.
Patchy Nicks.
Is that that's not it? What is it? Patchy Nicks?
Tony Ferguson's love child.
He did look like Tony at the press conference with the hat too, the tattoo.
What about you, Kraken?
I would say I'm gonna go Mario Bautista because this guy knows he knows how to get to a decision, Sterling. He knows how to get to a decision, and that's all he needs. He knows how to get to a decision. Yes, we all know like that his fight against Aldo was controversial, like with the results, and because Aldo retired, I think after that, they kind of made everybody sour because everybody was looking forward to. Yeah, you see. So I would say that like everybody hates him because of that, but like it's kind of the same thing as Merab. Merab was doing damage to all these legends, and everybody was like,
"Fuck Merab as well, man."
Fuck you too. Fuck you too. No, fuck you too. Yeah, it's gonna be a long ass fucking stream tomorrow. Like, yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Like, Mario Batista knows how to get to a decision. Patchy Mix also has that curse of like MMA fighters transitioning from organizations. So he firstly has to beat that. Before, and obviously, these things get into the mind of these fighters. And I personally think Mario Batista, yes, he has gained no love, but I think he does understand that he did something not a lot of people were willing to do. He beat a legend. And that gives him tremendous confidence heading into this fight. So this young buck who is Patchy Mix, bro, he's done.
Mm-hmm.
He's done. He's gonna be a Kai Asakura. He's gonna be like all of these guys who came in and didn't amount to shit in the UFC.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going with Patchy Mix. I'm gonna go with Patchy Mix here. Nice little debut here from the UFC, and he's supposed to have. It's had to wait a little while to get this debut. The news has been around for a minute. He's been itching and dying to get in the octagon to showcase what he can do under the lights. And I think this is a perfect matchup for him. And I think he's going to deliver on this fight. What about you, McDain?
I'm right there with Kraken, bro. I feel like these boys that cross over and come in from Bellator and join the UFC, like it's different levels. You know what I mean? Different levels to the game. And I feel like Mario Batista obviously got a lot of hate after that fight with Jose Aldo because he just kept him up against the cage and did what he did. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure I backed Mario Batista in that fight as well anyway. So I'm sticking with Batista in this one because even if he does just clinch with him and keep him up against the cage or take him down, which he's going to try and do, I feel like he's just going to overwhelm Patchy Mix. So I'm taking Batista.
Cross?
Yeah, I think this is going to be a really good fight. A lot of fun. But I just think Mario Batista's volume is going to be too much. The guy lands over 5 significant strikes per minute. Like, we've seen what he does in the clinch. He holds guys up against the octagon. And for me, it's his fight IQ, man. The guy does what he needs to do to get the job done. He doesn't care if it looks pretty. Doesn't care if the fans are booing. He's in there to win the fight. So give me Mario Batista.
What about you, y'all?
It's interesting because what Cross just said is very true, where Bautista doesn't care. He will wrestle fuck you if he has to, grapple, he will strike. And Patchy, coming from Bellator and the type of fighter that he is, if he gets under a little bit of adversity of someone who he can't really overcome, what does he do? We're going to find out now. But I mean, this is Patchy Mix we're talking about. He's had some crazy fights and he's beaten some very, very big names and skilled fighters. I mean, Sergio Pettis, for example. So give me Patchy Mix. I think it's going to be a tough fight, but I think his overall experience, they're the same age, but he's fought at a high level for a long time. Might not be the UFC, but I think he's just going to edge Mario Bautista.
Okay, let's get onto the next one on the docket. Here we have Kelvin Gastelum versus Joe Pyfer. Pyfer coming in with a record of 13-3, and Gastelum with a record of 19-9. This fight is happening in the middleweight division, and both of these guys are fighting out of the USA. And we know Pyfer says, "Fuck Mexico." What are the live odds on this one, Cross?
Kelvin Gastelum's a plus 300 underdog, and Joe Pyfer's a minus 380 favorite.
Okay. Yeah, we'll come to you, Sterling.
Dog, you know I'm rocking with. I know you boys are about to give the John Anik and Fulkin Joe Rogan breakdowns. I'm just gonna give y'all straight off the Fulkin Street breakdown here. I'm going Pyfer. I think he's got a little bit more thud in him than Kelvin does at this point. Everyone talks about the Fulkin Israel Adesanya fight. That was 6 years ago. But I get that he is a veteran though, and he's fought the Fulkin everybody in the UFC. He knocked out Michael Bisping. But bro, I just think Joe Pyfer's going to come in here. Everybody's talked about his power, bro. Even Jack Hermanson, after the fight with him, he went 5 rounds with him. He beat Joe. Joe had staph, and he had like an illness that week. No excuses, but that does kind of bring that in there. And Hermanson's face was lumped the fuck up after 5 rounds and admitted that was the hardest he's ever been punched in his fucking life. And Hermanson's a fucking dog. But I'm going Pyfer in this, boys. I think it's going to be round 2 KO. But whether he loses or wins, this is an exciting fight, I think. I think this is going to be a good fight.
Okay. Kraken.
Let's not forget that Kelvin Gastelum, he lost to Shane Brady. Who is Shane Brady again?
Sean.
You know, Sean Brady. Sean Brady. He lost to Sean Brady. You know, like, and come on, man. Like, yeah, but Sean Brady is kind of like one of the like I said, he's along the lines of who's that? Like Joaquin Buckley, you know, they're in the conversation of holding up the division for the next 5 years. You know, they are the new up and comers. And the performance that Kelvin Gastelum gave us against Chris Curtis, that was something else, you know. It showed somebody who can adapt, you know, who can adapt to his age. The same thing as Alexander Volkanovski. You know, people can adapt. You know, people can adapt. And I personally think, yes, Joe Pyfer is currently like the shit. You know, he's currently the shit. He's kind of like the prospects, like looking to make a name for himself. But trust me, bro, like Kelvin Gastelum is one of the greatest adaptive fighters. Like he can fight wars. Yes, he can. Like he has a chin. He has a solid chin. But personally, I think Kelvin Gastelum is going to take this one because Kelvin Gastelum just has that experience and he is willing to adapt. He is willing to adapt. So I would say Kelvin Gastelum.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Pyfer. I just think after Pyfer done said what he said the last time, he needs to go out there and stand on it and really put exclamation mark on why fuck Mexico should be a thing. You know what I mean? So, bro, he pulled out in the way that he did. Fair enough, but he really does need to go out there now and really show people. So I think, look, he had that loss against Hermansson, and I thought I was a little bit shaky about Pyfer, but you know, the last win that he had against Marc-Andre Barrios, right? That's a top win, but against somebody like Gastelum rarely gets finished by KO. Like, it's hard to get that fucker out of there. He's a tough individual. Forget his age and all the other things that you know that count against Gastelum. This is going to be a tough fight for Joe Pyfer, but I see him getting it over the line. And yeah, I think he's probably going to get a decision here. I'm going to go with Pyfer though. I think Pyfer gets it done. McDain?
I don't know what it is about Joe Pyfer recently, man. Like, see, when I first started watching him, I was enjoying his fights, but now probably more of his personality shining through, and it's probably coming off the back of that fuck Mexico bullshit too. And even in the press conference and everything, and interviews leading up to this fight, like, dude's just so far up his own ass, and he thinks he's the fucking gift of God. But like everyone keeps saying it, I mean, Kelvin Gastelum, the last 5 or 6 fights, is more experience than Joe Pyfer's ever fucking seen. We talk about the nuclear option that he's got. Yeah, he can KO motherfuckers. Gastelum, you mentioned a minute ago about his age going against him. Bro's 33. We talk about prime fighters these days being 32. You know what I mean? Dude's just been in the game for so fucking long and going against the top ranked boys for so long. that we think that he's older than what he is. And yeah, he is a bit fucking chubby these days. But hey ho, like you say, he ain't been knocked out by nobody. You know what I mean? Anytime recently, and he's really difficult to get out of there.
He sounds like the middleweight Jessica Andrade from how you just described him.
Yeah, nailed it. Fucking nailed it. You know what I mean? The Barrio, Al Hassan, fucking Gerald Meerschaert. Like, these are the dudes that you've got Pfeiffer knocking out. And we can say all of those are at the end of the career type of things. You know what I mean? Old boys that are getting fucking smashed. Not one of them is super impressive that this dude's KOing them. And I don't feel like he's going to be KOing Kelvin Gastelum at all. I'm taking the underdog in this one, boys. I feel like, as we kept saying the other day on the dust-up shakedown, Pfeiffer's overlooking his boy. You know what I mean? He's not focusing on the fight. He thinks he's too good, and it's just got Bo Nickel vibes all about it. So, yeah, fuck Joe Pfeiffer at this point.
Yeah, but Ross?
Yeah, I mean, for me in this matchup, we really got a welterweight versus a light heavyweight, just in sheer size. Kelvin Gastelum's 4-6 in his last 10 fights. He has one win over anybody at middleweight still in the UFC. I'm not a big Joe Pfeiffer guy, but I just think this matchup is just tailor-made for him. Got a 4-inch reach advantage. We know how hard he hits. Give me Joe Pfeiffer.
Yo.
Joe Pfeiffer, I'm not a fan of Kelvin Gastelum. He hasn't done anything for me that entertains me.
What the fuck did you just say?
Yeah, you heard me. He hasn't done anything for me in recent times. Yeah, I said it.
What do you mean in recent times? He just had the greatest performance of his life versus Chris Curtis. What the fuck are you saying, y'all?
If that's the greatest performance of his life, then, well, I don't know to tell you. Okay, sure, whatever. But the point I'm making is I do not rate Gastelum. I don't care what he does right now for me.
You don't what?
Like Ola said, this is a warm-up fight.
I heard that too.
I heard it
The
too.
fight with Curtis was a robbery too, by the way.
Exactly.
No, it was not.
So
Curtis gets
No, it was not.
That's the greatest fight of his life.
He popped up too.
Don't be rude.
Hey, Chris Curtis gets hold in a lot of fights. Brendan Allen.
That was one of them.
You know what I'm saying? He gets hold in a lot of these wars. My bad, y'all, but
get him cracking.
Okay. We got 2 more fights to get through, and then we get straight onto the quiz, people. Hang around, stay with us, and salute to every single one of you that's here. Big up on yourself. Okay, let's go on to the next one. We got Juliana Pena versus Kayla Harrison. Kayla Harrison coming in with a record of 18-1, and Pena with a record of 11-5. Both of these ladies are fighting out of the USA, and this fight is happening in the bantamweight division. What are the live odds on this one, please, Cross?
Juliana Pena is a plus 530 underdog, and Kayla Harrison's a minus 770 favorite.
Okay, Kraken, this is on you.
Hey, man, give me Triple H every time.
Triple H?
Give me Triple H every time, man. Kayla Harrison, bro, is looking jacked, juiced to the gills. He looks like Vanderlei Silva and Vitor Belfort in the dressing heels, bro.
Harrison, my
He looks like both of them in the dressing heels, bro. I saw Embedded, and bro, like, dude he was walking around like the Terminator. Okay, he's walking around
you
like
keep saying he. Are we talking about the same person?
Yeah, we're talking about Kayla Harrison, Triple H.
Okay, just making sure.
We're talking about Kayla Harrison, bro. That dude is jacked, juiced to the gills. But yeah, man, I think, first of all, personally, I think Juliana Pena is like one of those champs that we all know that we don't want, but we cannot get rid of the title, you know, her title reign, because she keeps fighting bums. And the women's MMA is kind of sucks, you know, it kind of sucks. So
I'm with
Kayla Harrison is like the coming of Christ. I personally hope that Juliana Pena loses so that Kayla Harrison can bring out Amanda Nunes, you know, so that we can have that super fight again. So give me Yeah, give me Kayla Harrison by mauling. You know, like give me Triple H by mauling, bro. Or like what was that? Yeah, I would say give me Triple H.
Okay. You know, Ali Abdulaziz will make that fight happen, man. Once Kayla Harrison gets Pena out of there. So yeah, for me, Alhamdulillah, man. I mean, look no further. McDain.
Is that your pick?
Yeah.
You never really kind of gave anything on that one. Sounds cool. Yeah, Kayla Harrison all day. Miss Man going for it. I don't like Juliana Pena. Simple facts on that one. I'm hoping she gets the jaw absolutely fucking cracked off her. And I think all the smack talk and everything smack talk is, I don't know, man. She's just fucking annoying. Like, just
bad.
Get her done with. Honestly, I hope Kayla Harrison goes in there and just fucking absolutely obliterates her.
Yeah, man. Cross.
Yeah, I think Kayla Harrison goes in there and makes this look like it's very easy. She just completely ragdolls Juliana Pena. The size difference is crazy. I think the strength and physicality difference is going to be the difference in this fight. As soon as Kayla Harrison gets her hands on Juliana Pena, like you're just going to see the difference in physical strength. And then when Pena gets taken down and Kayla Harrison's on top of her, she's just going to get mauled. So give me Kayla Harrison.
Yo.
So the honest truth is, I had picked Juliana Pena.
Dog of the week.
Now, yeah, she really is. But now I'm not sure.
If I had a hat, I would put it on.
Hurry up, y'all. You like stop fucking about. Stop lying to the people.
Final.
You know what I mean?
2 hours later.
If I look at Juliana Pena, I just watched in the press conference. She's been trying to get into Kayla Harrison's head this entire time, right? I don't think it's worked. Kayla Harrison's bigger and stronger, but Juliana Pena is faster. She has the ability to get out of positions, wrestling positions, judo positions, if you will. She will get tripped, but she will get up. And I think that's what's going to be a strong point, is her getting up consistently, striking, and then winning on decision, just going at Kayla, but winning on decision. So I'm going with Juliana Pena, the Venezuelan vixen.
We'll see when the picks come out. We'll see.
Sterling. If you had to,
I just changed my picks.
Wager. If you had to wager, how many times she gets dropped? Pena gets dropped. How many times would you say?
Do you think it's gonna be more drops or takedown? What do you think it's gonna be more? You think she gets dropped more and she gets taken down?
Yeah, I feel Harrison drops her multiple times, bro.
Bro, Harris is a beast on her feet. Everyone just talks about the judo and the wrestling, but dog, and she's just so fucking big. Like a jab from her must hurt like a motherfucker.
That's what I'm thinking.
And Juliana Pena, don't get me wrong, she had that one great fight with Amanda Nunes, but boys, like name another great fight she's been in. You know what I'm saying? Like there's if she wins too, it's the worst case scenario for us because Juliana Pena versus who next? Amanda's not coming back for that shit. It's just going to make us kind of more forget about the banter. I mean, name 5 bantamweight MMA fighters right now. You know what I'm saying? Women's. It's insane. So, like, the best thing we need is Kayla Harris to come out there, like you said, dog. Drop her over, under. It needs to be over 4 to 5 times. If it goes to decision, dominate her. Call Nunes back out. Amanda needs to be in the crowd, son. And then we need to get that fight booked because we're not going to get Shevchenko Wei Li.
I tell you what, that's what I was just gonna say. I mean, if Pena wins, after Shevchenko comes up and whoop her ass and takes that belt off.
Oh, that would be amazing. If Shevchenko just said, fuck Wei Li, I'm gonna go up and be a double champ at 135. Yeah, I mean, she fought Nunes twice up there. Like the fuck?
Yeah, after she goes up there and whoops her ass and takes that belt. So yeah, if she wins.
Honestly, that's a good worst case scenario.
Yeah, man. All right. Let's get on the final card on the docket. We have Merab Dvalishvili versus Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley coming in with a record of 18-2, and Merab with a record of 19-4. This fight is happening in the bantamweight division for the undisputed title, and this is the this is second fight these two going to be meeting. Merab fighting out of Georgia and Sean fighting out of the USA. What are the live odds on this one, please, Cross?
Merab Dvalishvili is a minus 290 favorite, and Sean O'Malley is a plus 230 underdog.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going first on this one. And yeah, I'm going to be going with Sean O'Malley on here.
No, you ain't. Shut up.
Yeah, I am. Yes, I am.
We'll wait
O'Malley's the underdog?
O'Malley's the underdog, yes. Okay. I'm going with Sean O'Malley here. Couple reasons. We done the stuff shakedown the other day, and I kind of picked people's brains to see what Merab could do differently. And is he overlooking the preparation that Sean O'Malley is putting in? And Sean O'Malley he's had to give up a lot of lifestyle choices that he's been making just for this fight. And we hear Merab talking about the champion media deal is that he has to do, that Sean no longer has to do. These are things that I'm weighing up in my head. And I kind of look at how the fight went in the first time round as well. So it's not bad underdog at 2-1, by the way. 2-1, that's not bad. Now you put down your parlay, I mean, and everybody said Sean, if I remember what people were saying on Wednesday, at least Sean's got a puncher's chance. And if there's a striker in that division that I want to give a puncher's chance to, it's Sean. I'm going with Sean O'Malley. What about you, McDain?
Merab.
Okay. We're leaving it there, moving on.
We've said it all, bro. You know what I mean? It's relentless cardio. With the takedown's going to happen eventually. Yeah, puncher's chance. Get him in the 5th. But other than that, what more is O'Malley going to do? You need to keep him on the back foot. It's not easy to keep Merab on the back foot. Merab.
Yeah. Cross?
I definitely think this fight's gonna be better than the first one. I think O'Malley finding that teep kick in the 5th round of the first fight let him know that the body is how you got to go about hurting Merab. I think O'Malley, with all the changes, is definitely gonna make for a more competitive fight. But I just think the pace, the cardio, and once Merab gets that first takedown and starts wearing on that gas tank and just slowing you down, at that point you just trying to tread water, and he's just gonna drown you. So give me Merab to get it done and still.
Yeah, man. Big up Lane with the new membership. Salute to you, Lane, man. Big up yourself, man. Thanks
Shout
for
out
showing
Lane,
love for the
dude.
platform, man. Yeah, man. Big up yourself. Thank
Shout
you
out
very
Lane.
much, brother. Love. What about you,
Sister? Yeah, you got me. Okay. Lane's a female.
I'm going with the machine, Merab Dvalishvili. So, I mean,
say that again.
Merab.
Merab.
Merab who?
And I know about 10 Merabs, bro. You need a specific.
Show me your phone. Dvalishvili.
It's very what?
But I'm going with Merab. I think the machine is ready. I do think, Ola, that he is overlooking Sean, which I don't think is a good idea. But he's the same goofball he's always been. There was once again another injury scare right before this fight, which we know is a Merab special. We don't know when any of these things happen, but it's always like a little distraction. The question is, has Sean been distracted? I think not. I think Sean has been managing to keep his mind somewhat steady, not Jane the Peen, but I think Merab is just gonna have the edge.
Okay. Before I get to Sterling and Kraken, people, we are nearing the end of this fight card, so start putting in your forfeits. Sterling, Yao, and Kraken, they're going to pick out the best ones, and at the end of the show, the winner is going to impose that forfeit to be demonstrated on a live stream of their choosing as they impose the forfeit. So please start putting in your forfeits, and we'll pick them later. Thank you to every single one of you that's hung in there with us. Now, Sterling, let's come to you.
And for the Americans, punishment to translate the forfeit to, because I didn't know what forfeit meant as well for a couple weeks. But hey, you know I'm going, dog.
I should not have admitted that, but cool.
I'm sorry. I had to throw that in there. But for the Americans wondering what the fuck, and also if you're wondering what the fuck is that dog doing not rocking with an American here, it's like McDain said, I'm not going to sit here and just keep repeating the same shit that everyone's saying, bro. It's just the first fight showed me a lot, honestly, and it's hard not to pick him in this, bro. I could see Sugar getting it done, but dog, if they fight 10 times, Merab wins 8 out of 10. So I think there's going to be one of those 8.
Okay, Kraken.
Merab. Yes. Personally, I think Shane O'Malley is past his prime. He never reached, because like he's been touted as the second coming of Conor McGregor, but like he's never lived up to it.
Do you like calling Sean Shane?
Sugar Shane?
Yeah,
I'm in here,
Sugar Shane,
bro.
Yeah,
it's Shane, right? Shane O'Malley, Sean O'Malley. But like, yeah, man, I would say the Sugar Athletics Commission has officially retired. Dude is not the same guy he was. You can even see with the hair. He stopped painting his hair. Yes, he says he's a family man now. But like, I think that's the thing that's killing him. Being the family man. He's become too comfortable with the home life. So you can see with his interviews on Countdown.
What about Moicano? Moicano is a family man. Like,
yeah, but yeah, but you see, Moicano has been doing the same thing. He's been saying, "I'm gonna get my wife pregnant again for the 10th time." He's been doing that. But like Shane O'Malley, he's yeah, that's him. But like Shane O'Malley right now, he used to be like the pimp, walking with canes and stuff. But like right now, his mind is not where he's at, and I think he's trying to come to terms with the fact that he'll never amount to what Dana thought he would. So Merab, by I think 70 takedowns, yeah, in a single round, Merab by 70 takedowns. Yeah, so trust me when I say this, Merab is gonna. I think Merab is gonna hurt Shane O'Malley, and he's gonna make him retire. I would say.
Bro, how great was that Conor run, boys? We'll never see that shit ever again. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, like that was a good point. He was supposed to be the Conor 2.0, and like, god damn, dude, you just started making me think about them days, bro. That 2014 to 2017, what a fucking time.
All right, let's stick with you, Kraken, for your dog of the week, and then we'll work our way back around. Who are you picking for your underdog of the week?
Oh shit!
Calvin Kessler. I think Calvin Kessler. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
what about you, Sterling?
Oh shit! I'm trying to remember who some of the dogs were.
I think I've made some mistakes here.
Who was the first fight on the main card?
I'll come back to you.
I think I got it. Who's the first fight on the main card? Holland versus
Luque.
Is Holland
Holland's favorite? Holland's favorite.
Oh,
you did pick Holland as well.
I thought Holland was gonna be underdog. Sorry. All right, yeah, come back to me.
All right, Yao, what about you?
Bruno Silva.
Yeah, I don't think Sterling picked any underdogs.
I think I'm gonna tonight. You guys got me under pressure again. It's been a while. I think I'm gonna go with Gustafsson as my dog of the week, but it might change because I'm really not sure.
Bastard. Cross.
I'm gonna go with Ashmouz for my dog of the week.
Okay,
solid shout.
What about Quillan? Was Quillan
his favorite?
His favorite.
Fuck.
Wang? What about you?
She's favorite as well. You only pick favorites, Sterling.
Go ahead, McDain.
Lipski.
That's not a bad one.
Liar.
I was gonna go lipstick, man. I was gonna go lipstick as well.
Wait, Cross, who did you go with?
You know what? Fuck
it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Vicente Luque. I'm gonna go with Luque.
Damn, that's not a bad one.
Fuck it out.
Yeah,
that's not a bad one. It's not a bad one.
Luque, man. I just think that submission is there for him still.
Or Waldo, Salsa boy.
Yeah. Not a bad one. Not a bad one at all. Okay, people, we have come to the end of the show, and we are transitioning to our quick trivia quiz right here.
You know how long I've been waiting for this? Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
Let's go. Okay.
You got a background change and what?
Hey, I was about to say, I was behind the scenes for this, people. This should be amazing. From what they put together, this is going to be incredible.
Bro, I don't think you understand the stress on Ola trying to make sure he does all this right now. Look at him. You can look at him and see the stress right now, dog.
I was stressing the fuck out earlier on, man.
Hey, I was
Sterling
dying.
was just there laughing at me. Yao, Sterling, I'm going to need you two to keep scores for me as well. And before we go ahead, 10 seconds for each question. And I'm going to have the timer right here on my phone. And when we hit 10 seconds, I got a bell right here. You go here. You go here. You go
Same
like
shit,
that.
We're writing the answers down on our phone and then holding the shit up to the
Yeah,
screen.
or you can. Or I'll just come to you and you can just call it out, whichever one. Yeah. Okay. And
look at that.
right.
Even sent him a presentation and everything. Amazing.
Look at that, dog.
I mean, look,
I'm telling you, dude. Hey, this was
studying.
phenomenal.
I've been studying, and you guys should be proud of me.
Owen looks like a fucking serial killer back there.
All it does look like a serial killer. All it does
It
look
looks like he's
serial
got a
killer.
Charles Bronson handlebar mustache and shit, and some handsome white dude second on the right. Don't know who that is.
Somebody picked the difference between crossover and Yao. Tell me which one's which.
Jax looks like he's about to drop a fucking album. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Jax does look like Easy E.
Right.
No, an R&B singer.
Yeah.
Nah, it look like he could be in like Bone Thugs and Harmony or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got McDain and Cross, and these two going to be going head to head on the quiz that's about to come up. So without further ado, let me set my timer.
Gotta write it down, bro. You think this is fucking 1932? Like, I ain't got no fucking pen and paper to hand, bro.
Winner gets to pick the loser's dog of the week for 2 weeks. That's not a bad idea from Lala. Winner picks the loser's dog of the week for the next 2 weeks.
Ooh, that's not a bad one. I like that.
That's not a bad one from Lala.
Not when there's money on this shit. That ain't happening.
Oh no, there's no money on this shit.
There's no money on this shit.
Yeah.
But there's money on the fucking pick show, dipshits.
Nah,
you think we're gonna let you fucking? You think we're gonna let you take a forfeit of somebody else gets to pick somebody else's dog of the week for fucking 2 weeks?
That's one of the forfeits, brother.
Anybody else in the competition? I don't make the rules. Make your forfeit as that because
I don't make the rules.
Keep dropping the forfeits. Keep dropping the forfeits.
You guys get to pick the forfeits, and then the winner actually gets to pick the forfeits. So even if that one's in there, that ain't gonna happen. I can guarantee you that right now, boys.
You don't know. Maybe cross my ticket if you lose.
We'll see.
I guarantee he doesn't.
Hey, you don't know.
We'll see.
All right. Okay. First question. Timer goes. Who directed Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction, and Inglourious Bastards?
All right. Pull them answers up. Pull them answers up. Cross, turn it. Cross, Cross, you might have to say it.
We can't see that.
Quentin Tarantino.
All right, McDain.
Yeah, I had a brain fart and completely forgot. So fuck all. You got that one.
All right. One.
More rooms, Inglourious Bastards. Let's go.
Okay.
I could see his face too. I was like, fuck, what's his name?
Let's go on to the next one. Right. Who's voiced the main character in the animated film franchise Shrek?
Got it.
Bro, I want to do a rematch in this, dude. All right, McDain goes first on this one.
Austin Powers, Michael Myers.
Mike Myers, I got it too.
Yep.
Crazy Canadian.
All right, it's 2 to 1. 2 to 1 cross.
2 to 1 cross. All right. We get on to the next one. Who is the superhero is known as the legendary Amazonian warrior princess?
fucking shit.
I got a question on that.
Fuck, what's her name?
Time's up.
Don't
Cross,
wave us
what you
that
got?
10 seconds.
What you got, Cross?
I got a question on that though. I got a question on that.
Yo, just answer the question, man.
Well, I'm saying there's two that it could be. Like
There's only one. There's only
Only
one.
one.
Kraken said one.
Just answer the question.
I only got one answer.
Yeah,
That's gone past 10 seconds. I'm about to
going with
be
is Wonder Woman.
McDain?
It wasn't Wonder Woman. There was a fucking TV show about it, but a blank.
Yeah, that was my other. That
All
was
right,
my
so-
Which is like not Zelda or fucking whatever.
Only,
it was.
only
Xena, the
Xena,
warrior
right?
princess.
Xena, yeah, that was.
Yeah,
it.
that's why I wanted to
I
ask.
had the Z. I had the Z.
The answer is Wonder Woman. So,
But I'll
Cross
take
got
it,
that
man.
one right.
That's why I was like,
So
it
you-
could be two of them.
I'm with
But, I
Jack.
mean,
These are the
Xena-
easiest fucking questions.
And fair enough.
Yeah,
if
'cause
think
you
about
would've
it, Xena
fucking
was
got
actual
that.
TV.
Easy.
Wonder Woman is a character that's not TV. So I guess if we're doing movies and TV, Xena would be a more likely answer than Wonder Woman, which is not necessarily TV. It's more comic.
Bro, I
So the
only
real-
got one.
the real
I only
question
got
is
one
it
answer,
2-1?
and that.
The
and
only one
Cross
that came
gave
to
the
my
only
mind was
answer that I
Xena,
got.
to be honest. So
All right, so it's 2-1
3-1.
Cross.
No, it's
Oh,
3-1.
3-1?
3-1.
Oh shit!
3-1.
Okay, 3-1. Bad.
Cross got that one.
All right, we'll get onto the next one. Who plays the main character in the film? Donnie Darko. Your time starts now.
I don't know what the
it's
fuck that
that
even is.
fucking cunt.
I don't even know what that is.
You never seen Donnie Darko?
No idea who that or what movie that is.
That's got to be some UK.
I know who it is.
All right, answers up. McDain's already got it.
What you got, McDain?
Jake Jono.
I got. Okay, who you got?
What you got, Cross?
Bro, I don't know what that
Blank.
is.
Blank. All right. Yeah. McDain's right.
Jake
Jake
Gyllenhaal.
Yep.
All right, 3-2. Yeah,
3-2.
Spider Moose said McGregor's buddy. McGregor's buddy. Facts.
Okay.
Taylor Harrison, Amazonian warrior princess. About Lala.
Let's go to the next one. Name a film starring a former six-time UFC champion Randy Couture.
That's
Any
a good
movie.
question.
Anything
go.
that he's been in.
Yep.
There's absolutely like. But are you starting this fucking timer as he's reading the fucking comments?
No. Your time starts now. Go.
What the fuck was he in?
I don't even know this one. All right, here we go.
I got one.
Cross, what you got?
Expendables.
Yep.
McDain.
That's a shout.
Was
Today
it
You Die.
Expendables 3?
Is Today You Die one?
Steven Seagal movie.
Which one did you say, McDain?
Today You Die.
I never heard of that.
I'm just
The
looking at
Expendables is for sure one.
No, it's not on the list. Sorry.
Was he not?
Yeah.
I'm sure he's a cameo in that.
No, not on the list.
Might
Got
not be on the list,
of-
but go and fucking check the internet, boys. That doesn't matter. You ask me
No.
any fucking movie.
Hey,
No.
bro, I got like 10 movies here that he's been in.
I
All
don't
the
give
movies
a
that he's been in,
fuck.
and I've got the list here,
Yeah,
and it's not on.
go and do the
list.
correct shit.
His fault.
Today You Die. He cameoed in Today You Die.
Even if it did, right? You didn't give me Himalayas and fucking Everest, even though they did the same fucking.
We knew that.
Here you
We
die.
knew that was coming back.
Ola never forgets, bro.
Ola
Ola never
forgets.
forgets.
He never forget. Yeah, bro.
McDain's right.
What's
In
that?
2005, he was Vincent's bodyguard.
Fucking
in
come at
Today
me,
You
boys.
Die,
I love a Steven Seagal movie.
His second movie.
Fucking
So
love a
that
Steven
counts
Seagal
for
movie.
McDain. So that's
So
1-1.
4-2. 4-2.
I've also got
No,
a
for
South
free, for
African
free.
brother that lives in
Oh, for free.
Scotland that
For free,
actually
for
helped
free.
direct the movie that Couture was on because he was
Yeah,
going to try and
Le-
get me in
Leroy
an
didn't
interview
put
with
it
a
on the
man
list.
because he fucking speaks to him still.
That's on
Oh,
Leroy.
he did, no, now he did put it on the list, huh?
That's on Leroy.
Mhm.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on.
Fucking-
Let's move on.
All right,
Let's move on.
4 to tree.
4-3. Okay, let's go. What is the title of the 2005 film starring Hugo Weaving as V? Your time starts now.
Got it.
You both ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
okay.
McDain.
All right,
V
let's
for
go, my dear.
Vendetta.
Cross?
No idea.
Okay. McDain's right. V for
tied.
Vendetta. It's tied
4-4.
at 4-4.
4-4. We only got 4 questions left.
Jesus, I thought Cross was
Shit.
gone.
I thought it was about to be a blowout.
McDain just reeled him
I'm
back in.
surprised I've gotten this many.
It surprised me at the start, but that was also me getting brain farts at the beginning. Like, how the fuck I never got Quentin Tarantino? I had his face right there too, and I was just like, fucking what is it?
That shit happens to you, man. Trust me. Draw blanks all the time. All right, let's move on to the next question. Who played the widow in the Avengers? I think you both should know this.
Yeah, that's
really
not
that's
difficult,
a good one.
Time starts now.
Damn, Cross ain't got a name. It look like
nothing for you, Cross.
Nope.
How'd you forget that ass, bro?
Cross. She's a tick.
Time has done. What you say, McDain?
Scarlett Johansson.
Damn,
right.
5-4
is right.
5-4.
Bro in the chat. Wasn't it Beyonce?
Okay. Let's move on to the next question. Maybe Cross will get this one right. Big up to everybody in the chat. Let's go.
5-4.
What's the name of the 1980s TV show starring George Peppard, Mr. T, and Dwight Scholes? Your time starts now.
Bro, I don't know what that would be.
Really?
Bro, I've
gotten all of these movie trivia.
Really, yo?
Yeah, man.
Well, I don't want to go up against you in fucking movie trivia. All right, McDain.
McDain, what do you got?
Was it me?
Yeah.
I thought I'd done the last one, so it should be Cross.
The time is up for both of you.
What are you doing? Looking at your phone right now?
I ain't got shit. I don't know that one.
All right. So neither you or Cross got it. Cross don't got nothing.
What you mean? You didn't even ask me if I had an answer.
I was asking both of you.
You didn't ask me. You asked McDain.
I thought you.
You did not ask me.
All right.
Wait a minute.
You got something?
Hold on.
Yes, I got an answer.
We said shit about TV shows with fucking Xena the Warrior Princess.
All right, what do you got?
And this motherfucker
said,
oh no, this is fucking.
Nah, but you gotta cancel that because y'all said that.
Yeah,
y'all said y'all just we gotta cancel.
But at the same time, no.
Go back. We gotta be fair. We gotta be fair.
Go back 7 questions. And TV wasn't part of it.
Y'all should sacrifice a few points from the leaderboard.
This is the question that I've been given. Yeah,
all I'm saying is when I was thinking Xena. No, this is movies. It's not TV shit.
The fact that these slides are even moving in the right direction, you lot should be proud right now. Like, trust me. Like, don't make me go back and fuck something up that we can't get back to, bro. Because if I start pressing some other shit, this whole thing's done. Yeah, let's just get through the next couple questions, and you know what I mean. Like, I'm working
just very
here, bro.
quickly, Ola. As one of the adjudicators, I think Cross has to forfeit that last one because he didn't hold up his phone. So you didn't actually have to ask him. He had to hold up his phone.
Okay. All right, let's move on to the next one.
5-4.
Hold up your phones.
Yeah, now we get the rule.
What was the name of the fictional character from Kazakhstan in the mockumentary released in 2006?
Oh, yeah. I got it. I got it.
Okay. Cross, I'll come to you first.
Nobody.
Borat. It's Borat.
Yeah, my
God
damn.
Borat.
Oh, McDain.
Great success.
Wow.
Never gonna get this. And then she broke out and she got this.
Wow. What
okay.
A
we got one final question, unless Cross pulls one back. We'll see. Right. What is the name of the 2000 stoner comedy starring Ashton Kutcher and Sean Williams?
Oh, beautiful. That's a lovely one.
Okay. We'll come to you, Cross. What do you got?
Nobody.
McDain?
No, that's from 2024.
What do you got?
Where's my car?
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Never even seen the movie.
You joking?
And
no, for real.
Bro, cult classic.
Come again?
Oh my god.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4.
3, 4,
So the
5.
final
Wow,
score.
7-4.
The final scores.
Wow.
Yeah. Has come to 6-4. 7-4. 7-4.
Hey, Half Baked by Dave Chappelle was a fucking banger too.
That's a
as well.
wicked movie.
That's a great movie.
That shit I traded into CEX many years ago, and I watched that fucking thing high as balls so many times. I actually wrote, and I watched it once sober, and that shit weren't funny. So I wrote in the fucking box of the DVD, "Only watch when high." When I traded it in, and the dude opened it up to check the desk, he just saw the message, "Only watch when high."
All right, we got one more question left. One bonus question. Leroy's hyping up in the chat. Even if you got it right, Cross ain't gonna catch McDain. But if you want to answer it, we can do it. Anyways, okay. What is the name of the 1998 American? The one with the there you go.
We just done that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Perfect. There you go.
Perfect.
Yeah. Right. You happy, Leroy? You happy?
That's
Adam Albino saw the script, Leroy.
And that concludes the quiz for tonight. McDain is our winner.
It really was, Lane. It really was. I did know it. I just had a fucking mind blank.
Yeah, I mean, both of you drew blank at certain points in the.
Hey, that 18 one I should have got too. To be fair, like that was like Mr. T. How many TV shows is that motherfucker in? You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's there. Yeah, that's it. That should have been an easy one.
Should have got that one easy.
Rocky as well. So McDain, you win, and commiserations to Cross. What forfeits do you guys have? What forfeits have you collected?
You better send me my $60 first. What forfeits do I have? I thought you boys were picking the forfeits.
Yeah. I did say to Sterling, Kraken, and
I only saw 4 forfeits.
Yeah. So what are they? Give it to the guys. Give it to the boys.
The first one we know was the Dog of the Week ones. Second, one of them was Crossover has to watch all the movies he's missed. Another one was oh shit.
Was Crossover has to watch
all the movies that he's missed on a live stream of his choosing. So we need to do a picture whilst he's got one of these movies on in the background. I think that one's pretty easy, isn't it, Cross?
Yeah.
I mean, it is, but I mean, we would get hit with copyright.
Damn, there were some other ones in here. I'm trying to scroll back up to.
No shades on the next USD.
Oh yeah, that was I saw that. No shades for the next episode.
You know what?
Watch along.
That's not a bad one.
No shades for Cross.
You got something. You got something there for him, Kraken.
I don't know if I can do that to the bro.
No, nothing yet.
All right.
Cross has to do the next episode topless. I think that's a good one. I like that one.
All right. Ooh.
Big fan of that one. Ooh. But yeah, those are the 4 I saw. Cross got to be shirtless. Cross has to have no shades. Pick his Dog of the Week or watch movies. But we'd get copyright.
I think he would happily do the shirtless one.
Hey, I want to see it.
I think he would happily do the shirtless.
Hey, views. We want to get them views, boys. We take that top off of Cross for about 2.5 hours.
Stick it in Owens fans.
Yeah. Dude, we'll give them the first touch free, and then we'll let them know like the next one. No shades.
Like people like Miss Lala, Lane, Miss Mary, they go have a fucking trip, man. If that was the forfeit, you look good. The ladies are gonna have their fucking trip, boy. You get me? Serious thing. Hey, might as well pimp out Cross while we're at it. You know, full pimping. You get me? Hey, salute to everybody that stayed with us. McDain is gonna be choosing one of these forfeits.
I do kind of like this one. This one.
Which one is that?
Loser has to change all their profile pics to Aspinall, or if McDain loses, he has to change all his shit to John Jones until the fight happens or Jones retires. Damn, that's a good one.
All relinquishes.
Damn, that's a good one.
Savage, man. That one's savage.
Damn, that's not bad.
I'm gonna be honest, guys.
I'm not gonna lie. A prior gentleman's agreement.
Trust me.
All of these are pretty whack, and none of them are going to be happening.
How does that affect your job?
I'm
saying no to all these forfeits, man.
No. I'm saying I don't think it's good because, bro, all I would do is take a picture of Tom Aspinall and say I lose to Jones above it. Like, guys.
Well, then take your top off. Take your fucking top off.
Was getting, dude, like chill.
Nah, dude, fuck that. We're taking tops off, boys. Take your tops off, Cross. Let me get it.
It's McDain's forfait.
I called this man something in the chat earlier, and he's fucking living up to it. I'm look out for the people. That's what it is. Look out for the people. Yeah.
I'm looking out for you, Lane. That's what it is.
Hey,
it's not for me.
Cross
it's not for me.
Cross's mind is fucking going left and right, thinking, so what the fuck's McDain gonna have me do, man? You know what I mean? And McDain is just letting this brother squirm for a minute, bro. Like, McDain, put him out of his misery.
McDain's gonna pick something gay. McDain's gonna be like, you have to fucking. He's gonna. I don't know. What
are you thinking, McDain? What's on your mind?
Those words really weren't that great in the chat.
All of them are pretty shit, boys. So I don't pick any of those.
Those
like
are yeah.
There's a prior gentleman's agreement. I'll do you a solid. Next week, put me up against Owen and let's go again. But this week, between me and this man, we're cool. I'm happy that I won. That's it. Job's over.
Okay. All right.
Move the fuck on, boys.
All right, people. That comes. We've come to the end of the stream. We've come to the end of the quiz. Salute to every single one of you that come here with us. Big up on yourself. And up until the next video, we're out of here. Hasta la vista. Actually, come check us tomorrow for the watch along. We're going to be here tomorrow for the watch along. Every single one of the boys, even Olin's going to be here. Make sure you're here with us for the watch along tomorrow, man. Come check us tomorrow. Hasta la vista. We're out. Salute.
Peace.
Why are you? It's harmless.
Hey guys, this is John Anik from the UFC. You're watching the Fight Week Show. Please subscribe. Not now, but right now. Subscribe to the Fight Week Show. We'll see you guys on the road soon.